Not yet. I'm waiting for the dude to respond. Not yet. I'm waiting for the dude to respond. We're supposed to be playing.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. In motion, Slayton. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now the try here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here. They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Giant defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Williams. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Young on 3rd down. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
Here's 3rd and 6. Young.
Come on, man.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll go to Barkley again. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right there. That 2nd down play, that's a -4.
His size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing Jones. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is brought in at the 21. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
You got coffee this morning?
Yeah.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
No. Because he the money he had when he got it. Put it on the plate.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Duvernay in motion. Young to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young working out of the gun. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Corners and shit.
Gano for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the double.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
22 needle. Drill 52. Set.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Looking to throw, Young. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Smash, red. Striker, check striker. Ready?
On play action, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Duvernay, 73 yards. And the Panthers are back within a score.
Yeah, I did. I did a nice protection.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
On second down, here's Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard to the 36.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. You know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go. Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
On the ball. Cut.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that hole right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
This a 2nd and 8. They go play action. Young. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Blaster, stay. Ready.
Young will set to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Azeez Ojulari providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Jackson to return. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
I was just thinking that.
Here we go, hey.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rolling to his left. To Barkley on the check down. And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 128 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd and 2, Jones caught along the left side by Hyatt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
48. Panthers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
What's that?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Man in motion left, Mingo. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here is Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Man in motion left, Mingo.
Ready?
Fourth down, Young. That is caught, and he is going to have a Panthers first down. They get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. A solid pick up of defensively, pure frustration. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, full fury. Set, huh?
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And quickly they get to the line.
17.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Set.
Young now. And his throw is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Mega, mega.
Young on 3rd and 2.
Come on,
And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Ready?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Oh, they let him listen like that. And max protect.
They go play action here on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came
Son, come on, bro.
hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
White. Ultra. Go ultra.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he's got enough opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Man in motion left, Mingo.
Black, red, yellow.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Light blue. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Again, it's Young. Oh, it stays up. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, If you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Young. That's complete. It's Okuebunan. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You and I talked often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Deonte Banks there on the stop.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ready?
Second down, Young. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Down.
A first down throw for Young.
Come on, bro.
That is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Young's throws on target to Duvernay. And head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. That ball caught by Slayton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14.
Panthers 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Young. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Steal. Check steal. Set.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Up the middle with Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Big Derek Brown making the stop. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 25.
190 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3rd down and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. And the Giants' 1st down.
Barkley inside handoff. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is...
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Paris Campbell, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. There he goes left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big play that time. Catch and run. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young.
He completes this one to Mingo.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Giants' 15-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
On the set.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And from the 15, they're able to work this out.
Son, I was about to put.
Pickup of a handful.
I took off secure tackler, son. I got to put it on, son.
I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here,
like when he touch him, he going down.
Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. This is taken at the 18. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt from a yard out. And the Giants are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one,
You
their
think his release
defense
too
has really
slow?
struggled.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate
Nothing
just
else.
to get.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ty Chandler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The Young's going to throw for this. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the
bro.
Giants, and that ought to just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will extend their lead even further.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.